Hello and welcome to another vlog. So it's not as sunny today. It's a little gloomy, so I hope you could see me and it's not as pixelated as other videos. But I'm really excited. We're gonna be talking about candles today and what we have in store for Enchanting Week's Candle Company. So I'm heading to the mall right now. I'm trying to lease a location at the mall. Northgate Mall. It's not what it used to be. They're trying to revamp and do other stuff at that location, right? So there's not a lot of foot traffic, I feel like, and not a lot of open stores. And you might ask yourself, so why are you going in and trying to, be at the mall? Well, I've had a couple of locations in the past. I've had a warehouse where I would make all my candles. I would, have them ready to be shipped and stuff, and just make online sales. If I have the website, I would try to what is it called? Promote it, make sales, and through social media or whatever. It didn't quite work, so I was losing money. I wasn't making any money. I wasn't making enough from the candles to cover my expenses, like the lease, I don't know, things you need, internet, utility bills, all that stuff, right? So that's why I kind of stopped doing that and took everything back to my house, right? So my house is a little bit crowded right now, and that is what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to go into the mall and have a location, right? I just feel like there's going to be foot traffic, right? People still go to the mall, there's like a coffee shop or a couple other stores, right? So I have a better opportunity to get exposure, and people like to snooze around, right? Like to check around, see what's new and stuff, right? So I think that has some potential. Probably not as much as back when the mall used to be cracking, right? But I do want to give that a try. I do think that that's going to help us. Obviously, we'll promote as much as we can, social media, blah, 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 right? To go, to try to make some of those sales, right? I don't know that it's going to work, but I do want to give it a try. I am a very emotional person. When I want something and I feel passionate or, good about it, I just try to make it happen, right? Maybe it's not the best idea or option or choice to make at the time, but I just because I want it, I'll try to make it happen, right? So a good example with the warehouse was a couple of grand a month, and when I got I was like, dude, I want a warehouse. I'm gonna have all my candles ready to go. I'm just gonna promote as much as I can, and then if I sell X amount of candles, X amount of days, I will get enough money to cover my expenses and my lease, right? It didn't work. That's just an example of my, me getting things done by emotion, right? So I'm trying to be more logical now, and understand what I'm trying to do here, right? So if I'm gonna lease a place here at the mall, I think that at least there's gonna be foot traffic and people are gonna be like, oh wow, this smells good, like let me go in and check it out, right? And I feel like I am gonna get sales there. So that's why I'm trying to do this lease here. There's not a lot of stores or businesses open here at the mall. There's only a few, so we'll see how it goes. I do have friends that do work or have businesses here at the mall, and they've said that there is foot traffic, but not as much as they would like to, right? So I already did my math. I need to sell X amount of candles for X amount of days to cover this location, right? So we'll see how it goes. We're gonna walk around right now at the mall and kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. Like the stores that are open, the places that the locations that are the locations that are leasing, to kind of give you guys a perspective or an idea of what I'm talking about. The mall, I have a lot of fond, beautiful, amazing memories here at the mall from at least my era, like early 2000s. It was just packed, right? I don't know if you've seen videos on TikTok or whatever, like the nostalgic, mall videos. You would see Mervin's, Sears, a food court, I don't know, an arcade location, right? So that's what I grew up on, right? Here at the mall. And then mid like 2010ish, things started changing. Places started closing. They did some revamping on the mall, so it was different, right? Mervin's was gone, and then like all these stores that we grew up with, right? I remember when we used to come here with my wife, now my girlfriend at the time. We were 18 years old. There was like an ice cream shop. They would make milkshakes. They were the best. They were really good. We would always come here. This is this mall is the first time I told my wife that I loved her, and I won't forget her face, because she looked at me like, what are you talking about? We just met not too long ago, right? And they were just an awkward situation. I'm like, oh, I try to play it off, and I was like, oh, well, I love everything about you, like the way you are, all that stuff, right? So it was just a little funny moment that I had, that it's a memory that I have here at this mall, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So I think it would be cool for us to get a location here and see how it goes, right? I mean, I'm scared because I'll be putting money out of my pocket like I've done the other times around, but I just feel like here I'll have a better opportunity to make some sales, right? I do have somewhat of a plan put together. I'll be working my regular 9 to 5 job. My sister's gonna be helping me run the store if we do decide to move forward and get it done. And obviously I'll need to pay her. She'll be making candles, she'll be running the store until I get out of my regular job, and then I'll come and help here or whatever, right? So I'm hoping that everything goes as planned. That way I don't have to invest all this money and throw it away for no reason, right? So that's what we're gonna do. I hope this is making sense so far. We'll get down, I'll walk around the mall, show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so we are walking to the mall right now, and then I'm just gonna kind of show you what locations are available and what's inside the mall. Okay, so that is a bummer. I just spoke to the mall manager, and he, gave me the rundown. So yeah, the mall's eventually gonna close. They're doing some other stuff. He didn't give me a time frame, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. Something that's short term, right? So in case the candles don't sell, I won't be stuck with a long-term lease, right? And that's why I kind of knew that was gonna happen, or that's what was going on, right? And that's why I wanted to go to the mall. Jesus Christ, it's hard for me to spit it out, let it out, right? And then oh, this is not bad. So he told me, hey, like, we have another, I guess, section of the mall. It's across from like the main mall, right? So it's called Northgate 3. It's a small shopping center. You have Michael's, you have Stefano's Pizza, Pool Supplies. I think it's like a Walgreens or something like that, and then Blackbird Diner, right? So I came to check out the place. It doesn't look bad from the outside, but this isn't going anywhere. So I think the price for like the lease will be more here, right? So what I'm trying to do is, if they let me, or if it's even an option for me to lease at the Northgate Mall for a couple of months, or up until they officially shut down, and then maybe moving here, right? Because I just want to see how the foot traffic is going to be, right? Like, what am I gonna make any sales? Is there gonna be people here? Because like the mall, like, there's like right now it wasn't even open, right? It's only 10. I got there like at 9:30. There were already people walking, there were probably babysitters. No, pardon me. So that's kind of why I wanted to try that out. I did send him an email. He said just email me. He was like, who gave you your number, right? This guy gave me his number. He was walking there. I'm like, hey, like, is there an office? And he was like, oh, well, let me give you the manager's phone number, but don't tell him I gave it to you, right? So I called him. He was like, who gave you my number? Send me an email, and then we'll go from there. Okay, fine, no problem. I sent him an email. I'm checking out the second location here, and I guess I'll just play that waiting game, and wait for them to get back to me, right? That's that. We'll see how it goes. I mean, if it doesn't work out, then I guess I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, just pop-ups and stuff. I just don't want to commit to a long-term lease without knowing how my candles are gonna sell, right? But yeah, now that I want to do this, I'm gonna go to Novato. There's a couple of places being leased there, so I'll go check them out and see what the lease is going for, and we'll go from there.